1988, San Dimas, California. Bill S. Preston Esquire and Ted Theodore Logan. Two high school dumb dudes, but P.S. I respect their genius, wherever it is. Together they want to start a band named Wild Stallions, despite the fact they don't even know how to play. They're so bad the speakers refuse to do the only job they are made for and self-destructs. A little character description: the Bill and the Ted are the characters who need no alcohol or weed to act dumb and high. That's their natural self. However, it's their time for school and they got notified that they are failing history. The way they are, they should be failing a lot more than that. But right now they're just failing history. But it's a huge deal because if you fail history, you get exempted from school by expulsion. But the teacher tells them to give their history report tomorrow and better know which position Abraham Lincoln was conceived in and better say some tremendous shit to get an A+ and save their asses from flunking out of school.
We are in danger of flunking most heinously tomorrow, Ted.
Later they get picked by...
Hi, Bill. Want a ride?
Sure, Missy. Mom.
Wait, what? She looks a little too young to be a mom.
Stepmom's cute. Shut up.
Oh, she a stepmom.
She was a senior and we were friends.
What? Bill's father grooming a high schooler?
911, what's your emergency?
That man pre-ordered a wife straight out of high school. Wait, Annie. They make a quick stop at Ted's house where Ted's dad, a local popo, is looking for his keys and accuses Ted lost them. He says, principal called, says you are flunking. If the failed histories are going to military school, you dumbass. By his father's harsh words, Ted gets sad. And when tell this to Bill, Bill gets sad. So some people from future year 2688, when nobody got parachute to do, decides to help the Bill and the Ted. The Bill and the Ted got a report to do when they get distracted by Missy, and Bill's father joins too but gives no damn shit to his son's flunking and goes like, "Mommy and Daddy got a mate, get out." Why? Why in his son's bed? That man's sick. So they head out to Circle K, asking random people questions related to their history report, because I guess the whole lot of books got left at Bill's because of his father's minor booty call. Anyway, suddenly a big sky butt opens and shits out a telephone booth and comes out a guy in black coat, says, "Gentle dumb man, I am here to help you with your history report." And then Ted and Bill's future selves also drops and confirms that they are going to have some cool time traveling. And one thing I noticed was that court guy's introduction. He didn't introduce himself. We and present Bill and Ted found out his name, Rufus, by future Ted and Bill. That's some paradox shit. Rufus gives a demonstration of his phone booth traveling machine, takes them to see some bam bams and boom booms in Austria 1805. And coming back to present, they accidentally yoinks Napoleon with them.
Now where are we, dude? Can we go anywhere we want at any time?
Rufus leaves the time machine for Bill and Ted's use, which fairly seems like a bad idea. The Bill and the Ted, inspired by Napoleon's arrival, came out with a plan to collect more historical figures for their report, leaving Napoleon, who is currently dealing with concussion, in supervision of Ted's little brother. They leave for 17-something New Mexico, where they disturb otherwise perfectly harmonious bowel movement and places the time machine next to the toilets. What if someone takes a shit in it? Anyway, they befriend Billy the Kid and moves to the next stop, Athens, Greece, where they crash a class of Socrates and philosophize with him.
All we are is dust in the wind, dude.
And tags him along too. They're trying to mess with history, bro, going on to cause all these most bizarre, bodacious crossovers in history. They be preventing canon events. Megalohara or TVA be after them. So that's Billy the Kid and Socrates. I guess I figure which more figures they're gonna snatch next. We see in their history class the names of major historical figures. We got Genghis Khan, Joan of Arc, Henry VIII, Abraham Lincoln and more. They'll be just going around yoinking people. How many people they're gonna fit in one single booth? Next, England 15th century, they at the castle of Henry VIII and locate some medieval babes who possess the most amplest posterior. Those are King Henry's daughter, by the way. Bill and Ted breaks in, cosplay as knights, and Ted dies, but he didn't. They move further and stumble upon those medieval babes. They say, "Our father readiness to old foul men ate, save our asses ate." They try to escape but gets captured by King Henry. Henry goes like, "Kill him!" So Bill and Ted almost die, but it's Billy the Kid and Socrates for rescue and they escape to the default manufacturing year of the time machine. Bill and Ted are worshipped here by these future cult people or something because of their music. Believe that? It's like everyone forgot everything about anything and only trace of humanity left to them was Bill and Ted's songs. And so the society developed around their music. Bill and Ted say, "When smitten with difficulty, always rub one off for personal clarity." And the crowd goes, And then they leave to abduct some more people. Sigmund Freud, Yoink, Beethoven, whatever, Yoink, Joan of Arc, Yoink, and further Genghis Khan and Abraham Lincoln. Meanwhile, Napoleon hanging out with Ted's brother, discovering ice cream and bowling. I had a feeling this guy would ask for a cannon for this film. Just saying. Anywho, Bill and Ted and their collectibles are, I don't know where they are. The time machine got fucked up and it's been giving trouble from before. Still, the future people didn't think of helping. Just let them leave and make some more mess. Bet Bill and Ted are their canon event, so they just leave it as it is. They fix their fucking time machine with fucking gums and cans. Genius, huh? So many people in a broken time machine. That time machine is running on hopes and prayers. Then they go a few hours back to their actual present. Wait, did they have people in booth before when they came here first? Oh yeah, they did. I didn't notice. They had the past, present, future self interaction, and then they go to tomorrow. In a way, they're present, and introduces Missy to their collection and asks Missy to give them ride to Ted's house. But she says, "Nuh-uh, first do your chores." And we have a teenage cowboy serial killer, a teenage who believes she hears the voice of God, a certified yapper from 400 BC, a cokehead who believes every man is essentially Anton Chigurh, a workaholic and alcoholic perfectionist, a bloodthirsty tyrant, and US 16th president doing chores of dumb teenagers. What's the God's views on all these events, huh, John? Further, they go to mall and the Bill and the Ted tell them to look around and observe the world and leaves to get Napoleon. Billy, Socrates, and Sigmund trying to pick some girlies. Genghis Khan knocks some heads, and Beethoven, bro, is cooking. New album dropping soon. Meanwhile, Bill and Ted find out Ted's brother ditched Napoleon and have no knowledge of his whereabouts, so they think.
Waterloo!
Napoleon arrived Waterloo. This is a well-thought pun. Napoleon finally got his Waterloo. Napoleon having a blast at water slides when Bill and Ted arrives to pick him up, and they find out at mall that Ted's father arrested the rest of historical figures, and there's no good arguing with a dumb father anyway, so they thought of stealing his keys, and they would if the keys were not already lost. So they comes with an idea of their future selves going to past to get the keys and leave it behind this boat to use it in present. How their brain came up with this idea is sheer plot.
See? Whoa!
Anyway, the idea works and they breaks in Popo's palace and does the future past present shit again to distract Ted's father and get their report ready, which, spoiler alert, is sort of well written for them. So guess their future selves took their dear time to do the report when they finally gain some brain cells. They get their forefathers out of jail and ayo, Napoleon, you trying to hit on your friend's mother, huh? This movie made me speak some sentences I never thought I would ever speak. Bill and Ted and gang gets to the school for their history report and starts their live action presentation where the history figures from every time, everywhere, all at once states their views on San Dimas. That's Joan of Arc. For a second I thought how Hitler got here. The report becomes a hit, impresses everybody there experiencing history's more bodacious crossover.
Party on, dudes!
And suddenly, the Bill and the Ted are geniuses. At the beginning, they both shared a single brain cell collectively, and at the end of the film, they are geniuses. Their future self who wrote the report must have taken years to write it. This turns so informative that this was the first TED Talk. Also credit Bill. So now, Ted's ass is safe from going to military school and they finally think maybe they should learn to play. At that moment, Rufus returns with the medieval princess babes from the past as they are also destined to be the part of wild stallions. Rufus tells their music is the foundation of the future utopia where all you have to do all day is lie back and party on.
I know. That's why I was sent to make sure you passed your history report. If you guys were separated, it would have been disastrous for life as we know it. You see, eventually, your music will help put an end to war and poverty. It will align the planets and bring them into universal harmony, allowing meaningful contact with all forms of life, from extraterrestrial beings to common household pets.
But brother, what? Whatever. Rufus gives them guitars and Bill and Ted goes on abusing those guitars.
1, 2, 3, 4. They do get better.